Coming up next, it's a heavyweight clash between Diego Sanchez and Ross Pearson. You know, we trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts, maybe more than we should, but this guy fits the bill. Maybe doesn't stand out in any one area on film, but plus skills everywhere. And you got to think tonight, Joe, with his skill set, he's more than comfortable really anywhere this fight goes. If he needs to stand and strike, he can do it. If the fight hits the canvas, he can submit you. A lot of different skills brought to the table by this young man.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. You never know what he's going to do. His striking is world-class, his ground game is excellent, and he mixes them up very well.
So here he is, folks, a man who needs no introduction to any mixed martial arts fan around the world, Diego Nightmare Sanchez. He is an outstanding grappler, great cardio, really prides himself on his conditioning. Dabbled with the featherweight division for a little while, but really lightweight is where he has realized the most of his success. This man knows one direction. The Jackson Wink product will be moving forward tonight.
Diego Sanchez is a long-time UFC veteran since his appearance on the very first Ultimate Fighter. He's known for his aggressive attacks, great wrestling skills, and vicious ground and pound.
Now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 3 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 13 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sunderland, England, Ross the Real Deal Pearson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Diego Nightmare Sanchez! And the action begins. In charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the The assignment here in the heavyweight division. Well, no better way to pay homage to the history of Pride and the UFC with this single-night UFC Grand Prix tournament. Some of the best fighters in the world have come out. Let's see who will be the last fighter standing here tonight. Splits the guard and connects with the punch. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Oh, nice elbows. He survived, got back to his feet, kick lands.
Oh, he got cracked with the jab there, Joe, and his head is firmly on the center line, the one place it really can't afford to be. He's showing some vulnerability here by leaning right into his opponent's range. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here.
They're going after it quick here. He's really doing a good job of controlling distance and getting off these shots.
Splits the guard, connects with the punch there, Joe. Shot to the body, turned back by Sanchez.
Tagged him with the Superman punch. Oh! Hit him with the jab.
He blocks the shot.
Oh, he got cracked.
He landed that inside leg kick. Snaps off the jab effectively there. Pearson gets caught with that punch. Going for the single leg now. Oh, letting the hands go here. Nice combination, and now works into the takedown.
He's in half guard. Look at that transition. He's doing a great job of ground and pound here. Ripping to the body and to the head, staying busy. Look at this. He's out of it.
Oh, elbow up top by Sanchez. The ground strikes continue to pile up. And now he's landing some huge elbows, Joe. He could be in trouble.
He hip escapes from the full mount.
Oh, nice hammer fist there by Sanchez.
Perfectly timed sweep. Both hooks in.
Going for that patented rear naked choke now.
Now he's got it. He opens it up, pulls him onto his back, goes palm to palm here.
He might get a finish here.
That rear naked choke is in deep. Any second now he may have to tap.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Well, how good is this? Reminds me of the good old days of Pride, the UFC Grand Prix single night tournament. This has been highly anticipated by fight fans around the world. And remember, if you sustain damage, that could affect you later on in this one-night tournament. Oh, and now an elbow up top by Sanchez.
Nice shot to the head.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Pearson gets pounded, and it's the elbow.
He just whips that punch in. Big shot.
Lands a huge right hand.
Oh, he missed that kick.
Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it right into his opponent's range. Got to find a way to move those feet and ultimately get that head off of the center line.
That's a hard uppercut. Oh, man, they are winging at each other. Nasty combinations here. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
Both guys landing with conviction now. Switching stances here.
They separate from the clinch.
Nice punch by Sanchez. Pearson's lower jaw now, Joe, starting to show some signs of swelling. Oh, slams his opponent to the ground. Just over 2 minutes, round one.
Tags him. He does have full guard here, which is still dangerous.
Pearson gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
Big punch from the bottom. Excellent movement here on the ground. He's got full mount here. He lands a huge elbow to the head. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. Slides him over, and nice reversal here. Caught him with a punch. Oh! This could be it right here.
Oh, straight right. Wow. 45 seconds. Oh! Oh!
Big shot!
He's got him hurt here.
This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Hurt him with that overhand.
20 seconds to go in round one.
This is crazy! Oh my goodness! Oh, stunning jab.
Big
Beautiful body shot there too.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown.
Look at you there? All right, good. You're fine right now. You got clipped. You were wobbled, but you're tough. We've trained for this before.
Arianny Celeste is holding it down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look to start this round off fast and try to pick up where he left off. Ross Pearson is a relentless striker with excellent knockout power and a very good ground game as well.
How about that chin?
Oh! Straight left.
And he caught the kick.
He
Let's see what he can do. Oh!
He got hurt bad.
Wow! Oh, he might be out.
Good combination. This could be it.
Man, has his chin been tested early. Oh! Big roundhouse now, just misses. And again, Joe, he's showing a vulnerability to that jab, leaning right into his opponent's striking range and leaving his head wide open to absorb damage. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here. Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by Ross Pearson. Again, going back to the well with the jab. That one appeared to stun him.
Oh, he's getting hit. He tagged him again. Oh, that's it. It's over. Beautiful knockout. Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Well, yeah, Joe, you want to talk about execution, and he just couldn't have done it any better than that. He is known for his kicks. And that was just a perfectly placed and timed kick. Full force, landed flush, full extension with the leg. And you knew that if his opponent didn't get the guard up, that was going to be the end of the night. And he went good night.
Let's see that again. Bam! Nighty night.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career. We send it inside now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Diego Nightmare Sanchez!
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Michael Bisping and Matt Serra. Well, it was the shot heard round around the world at UFC 69, Matt Serra emphatically knocking out George St. Pierre to become the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. That is not a misprint, ladies and gentlemen, but now the question beckons. With confidence at an all-time high, how far can Matt Serra take this thing? Can he become one of the most feared welterweights of all time? We'll get some answers here beginning tonight.
Matt Serra is a top-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but he generally prefers to fight standing up. He's got an aggressive striking style and knockout power in his hands.
So here's the former UFC middleweight champion, Michael Bisping. Unbelievable career for Michael the Count Bisping. Not a lot of people thought he would eventually realize a UFC championship. That's what he did in 2016. Few men have won more UFC fights in the history of the promotion than the 38-year-old Michael Bisping.
Michael Bisping combines ridiculous cardio with a really underrated ground game, very solid boxing, and a true love of mixed martial arts to make him amongst the best in the world at 185 pounds.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Bisping is 5 years the elder. He is 7 inches taller. He will have a 7-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Long Island, New York, USA, Matt the Terror Serra. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Michael the Count Bisping. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Referee for this one is Mario Yamasaki.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of wrestling and pride with a single night tournament game event here. And let's see who can be the last man standing here tonight.
Oh, flying knee.
Oh, huge shot there, lands flush. Working on a single leg here.
Nice takedown. Oh, he caught him with that right hand. Postures up here.
Serra gets pounded here on the ground, the elbow doing most of the damage there.
Wow. He's in big, big trouble here. Oh, he got hurt.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Big
Cracks
right
in
hand.
there with the right hand.
And full back. Out of nowhere, this choke.
Under the chin. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
That rear naked choke is locked in tight. He might have to tap any second now. Incredible. Just absolutely incredible. He got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, he told us during fight week he's been working dutifully on his submission game, and he was going to look for an opening here tonight. Safe to say he found one. Near perfect setup on the choke. It was sunk in deep, and his opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep.
And here we see it again from a second angle. Cuts off the blood supply, and there's the tap. And finally, One more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is calling a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Matt Serra.
So the proud New Yorker Matt Serra does it again. A lot of people wondered after the knockout of George St. Pierre, would this guy be a one-hit wonder? The answer tonight, an emphatic no, as Matt Serra proves that not only did he have the chops to be champion, he is a guy who can continue to prove himself as one of the elites here at 170 pounds. Coming up next, it is a heavyweight collision between Kimbo Slice and Rashad Evans. He was an All-American wrestler at Michigan State, JUCO national champion at Niagara Community College, but in the UFC, takedowns certainly have been on point, but so has the boxing. Outstanding left hook. You can ask some of his previous victims about that. Knocked out Chuck Liddell at UFC 88. That is arguably his biggest win, and that paved the way for him to win the UFC light heavyweight title when he knocked out Forrest Griffin several months later at UFC 92. Sugar Rashad Evans is back for more tonight.
Sugar Rashad came into the UFC mainly as a wrestler, but he's developed his boxing skills. He's got an extremely impressive win record, and almost all of it was earned against the top light heavyweights in the sport.
All right, so here he is, the backyard brawler, the internet sensation Kimbo Slice, finding his way onto this UFC roster. It was a big win over Houston Alexander that set up this showcase spot for Kimbo here tonight. And when Kimbo's fighting, the masses are tuning in. Let's see what Slice can do with this opportunity here tonight.
This guy is primarily a boxer, and though he has a well-rounded skill set, he prefers to use his excellent boxing technique to get the victory.
Hard tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters with similar height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Kimbo Slice. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Levine.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready?
Well, no better way to pay homage to the history of pride in the UFC with this single night UFC Grand Prix tournament. Some of the best fighters in the world have...
Nice leg kick. Oh, what a leg kick. Oh, beautiful, beautiful kick to the body. God, look at that takedown, man. Oh, he gets reversed. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy.
Oh, and there's a kick now to the body. That one blocked by Evans. strong roundhouse kick there.
Missed the mark. That one hurt. Oh, he got tagged. He got tagged.
He's got him hurt here.
Nice leg kick.
Big left.
Oh, nice. He's knocked out. Huge uppercut misses. Look at this takedown.
Oh, beautifully placed and time kick there by Slice. In on a single here. Well, that's... Huge right hand!
This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Goes in and secures the takedown.
Huge kick misses. That's a nice elbow right there. Elbow lands. He is in trouble. He's stunned. He's clearly hurt.
Kimbo Slice has got the double underhooks here in the clinch now, Joe. Let's see what he can do with it.
Oh! He's rocked.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh! Big knee! He's hurt! He's got to be careful here. Nice takedown.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round.
Oh!
What a fight so far. Oh, saved by the bell. The round is over. He got stunned by a massive shot just before the end of the round. So now he goes back to the stool, wobbly a little bit. We'll see if the corner can maximize these 60 seconds and keep his head in the fight.
And here we see another huge punch that stuns his opponent. And here is one more massive punch he lands that really stuns. Several near fight-ending moments in that round. Lots of action.
All right, round two.
Starting off this round, you gotta think he's probably still hurt from that last round. He's gonna want to move and avoid taking damage early.
Beautiful jab there.
He is stumbling. Whoa, head kick.
Big body shot.
He stunned him.
Huge elbow there. Pretty good shot there. Slams him down with conviction, man.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Slice gets double underhooks here in the clinch.
Oh! Big knee!
He's got him hurt here.
Big shots!
Oh!
He tagged him!
And just like that, the fight is over.
Beautiful, accurate uppercut that got him the win.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there, Joe. Landed flush, and I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
Let's see it one more time from a different angle. Look at the power in this left as it shuts the lights out. Check it out again. Boom.
Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of the sport's biggest stages. That is one they'll be talking about for some time. All right, here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 30 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kimbo
So Kimbo Slice gets it done tonight. It's amazing to think a few years ago we were watching this guy on the internet, brawling in backyards. Since crossing into the big show, Kimbo Slice has found a way to get it done, and he gets his hand raised yet again tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight matchup between Forrest Griffin and Nate Diaz. Proudly repping the 209 in Stockton, California. Here is the longtime UFC welterweight and lightweight staple, Nate Diaz. It's hard to imagine any fight that Nate Diaz is involved in not being pleasing to the masses. Of course, no bigger moment for him than shocking the world with a win over Conor McGregor at UFC 196.
Nate Diaz is a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter with an impressive record of submission victories. He's also got a very active and effective boxing style, good for him to throw a huge number of strikes while this fight is on the feet.
Well, in 2008, he defeated Quentin Rampage Jackson, become the UFC light heavyweight champion. Here is Forrest Griffin, the UFC Hall of Famer, back for more tonight. He won Season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter back in 2005, and that is really what put the UFC on the map of fight fans around the world. Forrest Griffin has made significant contributions to MMA and looking to make another one here tonight as he makes the walk yet again.
Forrest Griffin may be one of the hardest working fighters in the history of the sport. He got where he is not because of natural athleticism, but because of hard work, determination, and intelligence.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 3 years apart, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, Nate Diaz! And now introducing the opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Forrest Griffin. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta.
You ready? You ready?
Well, how good is this? Reminds me of the good old days of Pride, the UFC Grand Prix single night tournament. This has been highly anticipated by fight fans around the world. And remember, if you sustain damage, that could affect you later on in this one-night tournament.
He's keeping busy here, connecting with a lot of punches.
Griffin gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
Good defense there. Strong jab by Nate. Yeah, he's digging into that leg kick.
Well, he left his head open there, Joe, and he got cracked with that jab. He was almost looked like it did stun him a little bit.
That hurt him. Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming? He hurt him with that hook. Oh, big left.
lands the kick to the body there.
Nice.
How about that shin?
He's doing a real good job of landing those punches.
Oh, nice hook.
Good right hand there. He got caught in a choke. One-arm guillotine here. He's got the leg over the back. He's got that pretty good. That's pretty tight. Tremendous pressure on the neck. He got it. He got it.
Hard tail.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of UFC and Pride with a single night tournament game event here. And let's see who can be the last man standing here tonight.
Oh, and he goes up top of the kick.
Both guys landing big shots.
Body kick, look at that.
Oh, there's that patented heavy leg kick.
He's teeing off with some vicious shots. Oh, what a leg kick. He misses with a Superman punch here. Superman punch.
Well, I know he's confident in his chin, Joe, but he left his head wide open for that returning hook there. It would be wise to start moving his feet, get on the tips of his toes, and figure out a way to get that head off the center line and out of harm's way. Diaz's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
There's a kick to the body.
Oh, effective strike from the clinch there by Diaz.
Got the Muay Thai clinch, knees are coming.
And now he's got that tight punch.
He caught that one right on the knee. That could have hurt. Locks in the Muay Thai clinch. Oh, vicious knee.
He's got him hurt here. Oh, big left hook over the top.
Hard straight punch.
Oh!
He hurt him. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Oh, big right hand there. Establishing the jab here. Big body shot.
To the body. Hard Superman punch.
Hey, scramble, get up! Scramble, get up!
90 seconds to go in round one.
Reversal here, nicely done. Trying to take the back here. He's got one, he's got two hooks. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
45 seconds remain in the round. Diaz working on a submission.
Now he throws his leg over the shoulder. He's got that omoplata locked up tight. I believe he's in all kinds of trouble now. Oh, he gets out. He's got side control.
The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn. Huge knockdown for him in that round. Outstanding round from Griffin.
Huge knockdown. It was probably the most important aspect of that round and most likely won the round. Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Let's take a look at that again. And let's see if we can get a better look at it from a different angle.
Thank you very much, Carly Baker.
Okay, you ready? Round 2. Ready?
All right, round 2.
That last kicked him in the face.
He's got him hurt here.
Oh, very nice. Oh, what a leg kick.
Oh! Griffin gets hit with a kick. Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet he has been unable to string together any solid combinations, and that has served to keep his opponent in this fight. So let's see if he can change up the tempo a little bit with his strikes and try to put together a combination that is more damaging to his opponent. Well, without much resistance, he continues to find a home for that jab, much like he did in the previous round.
Missed that shot. Eats a nice right hand. Oh! He's got to be careful here. He's clearly in trouble. Nice leg kick.
Whiffs on the right hand.
Oh! Big left hand. Oh, he's hurt. Oh. He's hurt bad. Goodness. And he got the victory from ruthless, brutal ground and pound.
Well, that's the way they used to ground and pound fighters back in the day, literally trying to pound your opponent's head through the canvas. Elbows and strikes and hammer fists, one after the next, an offensive explosion on the ground that gets him the knockout win here tonight.
Here we see it again. Boom! And then he's out.
So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout for
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight, and he has set himself up for a huge fight now moving forward inside the octagon. All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight clash between Diego Sanchez and Matt Serra. Well, with the great Ray Longo in his corner, here is Matt Serra back for more here tonight. And it was the shot heard round the world when he knocked out Georges St-Pierre at UFC 69 to become the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. A lot of people didn't think Matt Serra was able to accomplish that feat. The question beckons now, what can he do going forward, and just how far can Matt Serra take it here at 170 pounds?
Matt Serra is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the former UFC welterweight champion with a devastating one-punch ability and a world-class ground game to go with it.
Born and raised in the MMA hotbed of Albuquerque, New Mexico, here's Diego Nightmare Sanchez, still going strong, well past his 35th birthday, only fighter from Season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter, still on this UFC roster. He has fought really anybody and everybody in this UFC lightweight division, and another big spot in front of Diego Sanchez here tonight in Vegas.
Diego Sanchez is a longtime UFC veteran since his appearance on the very first Ultimate Fighter. He's known for his aggressive attacks, great wrestling skills, and vicious ground and pound.
the tape for this heavyweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach. How about some Bruce Buffer?
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Long Island, New York, USA, Matt the Terror Serra. And now here's his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Diego Nightmare Sanchez! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
Well, no better way to pay homage to the history of pride in the UFC with this single night UFC Grand Prix tournament. Some of the best fighters in the world have come out. Let's see who will be the last fighter standing here tonight.
Oh!
Serra gets hit by that leg kick, and they want to start checking some of these. And just misses with that big right hand. Man, Joe, he continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point in time. That jab has been there all night. You got to get that head off the center line. Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses.
Oh, well-timed overhand there by Sanchez. Double underhooks now, Joe.
Beautiful technique there. Trying to spin to the back. Move back into side control once more. He's got an arm triangle attempt here. Oh, he's trapped. Now he's pretty deep. Oh, that's nasty. This choke is getting very tight. He might have to tap any second now. Oh, my God. And here's the end of the fight. Let's see it one more time. Got the arm in deep under the neck, locked.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 24 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Matt the Terror Serra.
Well, Matt Serra's not a one-hit wonder, ladies and gentlemen, as we congratulate Team Serra-Longo on a monumental result here tonight. A lot of people wondered what would be the encore after the knockout of George St. Pierre at UFC 69. Matt Serra has proven that that fight gave him a whole lot of confidence that he put into good use in this performance here tonight. Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Kimbo Slice and Forrest Griffin. So here's the colorful UFC Hall of Famer, former UFC light heavyweight champion Forrest Griffin. He is an outstanding grappler, certainly has some pop in the hands as well, but known primarily for his heart and his toughness. This is a guy who realized the UFC light heavyweight title back in 2008 by defeating Quentin Rampage Jackson, but known primarily as the winner of Season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter. His fight with Stephan Bonnar, also entrenched in the UFC Hall of Fame, to never be forgotten. Forrest Griffin, back for more here tonight.
Forrest Griffin is known for being an animal in the gym. He always comes in with tremendous cardio and constantly presses the attack until the final bell. He has a very underrated ground game since we usually see him throwing leather, but it's there if he needs it.
All right, so here is Kimbo Slice back for more inside the octagon. Came off of Season 10 of The Ultimate Fighter, and I think exceeded a lot of people's expectations. A big win over Houston Alexander, setting up this opportunity for Kimbo here tonight. When Kimbo Slice is fighting, the masses are tuning in. Let's see what Slice can bring to the table here tonight.
This guy is one of the toughest guys I have ever seen inside the octagon. His ability to absorb punishment and then come back from it is just absolutely incredible to watch.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and the same reach. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, and a former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Forrest Griffin. And now he's facing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Kimbo Slice! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our third man in the octagon.
Here we go. First round, you ready? You ready? Let's
First
go.
round underway. All right, ready to go for round 1 is the UFC Hall of Famer Forrest Griffin. More often than not, his wins have come towards the tail end of fights, right? The finishes, breaking guys down later in fights. We'll see what he chooses to do here early. Does he try to get the fight down into his wheelhouse against this striker tonight? We shall find out in short order.
Good punch. There's a shot deep.
Griffin gets the takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. All right, first round is underway, and I don't have to tell the avid fans, you got to watch out for this fighter's powerful overhand punches. He does not discriminate, power from both sides, and a big part of his game plan obviously coming in here tonight. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Kimbo Slice. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
He's moved back into side control.
Knee to the body.
In half guard now. Right in the breadbasket once more.
Getting the ground and pound going pretty good here early.
Beautiful left hand there. Excellent movement here on the ground. Big punch from the top. He's back into full guard now. Just tagged him with the right hand there. Postures up. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Changes his stance. Well, he leaned right into that hook shot, Joe, and that is certainly something. Oh! Landed some shot. He's got him right here.
Big straight punch.
Oh! left hook hits home. Big right hook coming, it's blocked.
Oh, he dropped. He's hanging on here, but he is in big, big trouble. There's a nice inside leg kick.
He's out! And
Here we go. First round. You ready? You ready?
all right, ready to go with live action here from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. All right, so here he is, the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Forrest Griffin. He is ready to go for round one. And the question is, Joe, how soon is he going to shoot here tonight? How soon can he get this to the grappling realm where he will have the biggest advantage in this matchup? Knee to the body here in the clinch, Joe. All right, so first round is underway. You know, when it comes to his strategy, a lot of it is rooted in his kicking game, has massive power, whether he's attacking the head, the legs, or the body. So let's see how early he can find his range with those kicks here tonight. Oh, nice change up on the tempo there as the hook in the clinch lands by Slice. And that one certainly found the target. And they separate. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Didn't quite connect.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, well, you can't enter the pocket there unprotected. You got to figure out a way to get your guard up a little bit. Another kick lands to the head there. And let's see if he and his corner can make the proper adjustments defensively to avoid any further head kicks here in this fight. Oh!
Wow. He is hurt. There's a nice inside leg kick. Look at this, takedown.
Kimbo Slice gets caught with that punch. He's got to figure out a way to get that guard higher, Joe. Elbow from the top now by Griffin.
Now he's in guard.
Well, he's been on his back here, but he's actually doing some pretty effective work, Joe. Lands a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done there by Kimbo Slice. Inside leg kick is there by Griffin. Oh, nice strike landed there by Slice. Oh, and a head kick there.
That one hurt.
Going to the body now with that hook shot. Nicely done by Slice. How about that shin?
Good combination so far from both men. Oh! He's got to be careful there. Don't rush in. 10 seconds to go here. Let's see what happens.
Round two winding down.
Big power on this punch and results.
Here we go. Second round. You ready? You ready?
All right, second round underway.
Look for him to go on the attack early in this round to try to pick up where he left off in the last round. His opponent was dazed and in big trouble when that round ended.
Slice gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
Tagged him.
Able to check that kick as well. Griffin going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there, Joe. We show you the total strikes.
Look at that. Nice.
Well played there to avoid the clinch. Oh, that's a big block, Joe. Finds a home for that left hook.
Beautiful body shot there, too.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, hammer fist here by Griffin. work with the strikes here off of his back by Slice. Nice elbow there.
He postures into place.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Kick block there, Joe.
Oh! He is clearly in big trouble here.
Wow! He didn't miss with that uppercut.
He's in a lot of trouble. In deep danger right now. Deep danger.
Oh!
Kick to the face. Big shots.
Oh, huge shot there. Straight right hand, no good. Well, oh!
He is rocked right here. He's trying to stay up.
Oh, big left hook there. Huge block there.
A big shot to the head.
Oh!
He is in trouble.
Oh! Another knockout!
That's it. It's over. Beautiful knockout. Wicked knockout here for the win.
Yeah, Joe, a pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight.
There we see it again. Watch this again here. Right on the button.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the huge knockout victory. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 23 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout for
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one. And he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight. It's a heavyweight championship fight between Matt the Terror Serra and Forrest Griffin. So here he is, the UFC Hall of Famer and former UFC light heavyweight champion, Forrest Griffin. Who can forget April 9th, 2005? Perhaps the most seminal moment in UFC history. He beat Stephan Bonnar to become the original Ultimate Fighter, and that is really what put the UFC on its current trajectory. Forrest Griffin deserves a lot of credit. Several years later, realized the UFC light heavyweight title. Forrest Griffin back for more tonight.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
So as this confident young fighter makes his walk to the octagon, you can be sure his inner monologue is, how do I get this opponent to the mat? Because once I get him down, I know I can keep him there, potentially for the duration of the round, if not the fight. This guy's top game is scary good, and it's not just about getting you down, keeping you there, using the body weight effectively so that you can't get up or use a hip escape. This guy will sap your willpower with the best of them, and more often than not, guys just have to give up and wait for the round to end.
The champion headed to the cage right now. He's in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! Five rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, introducing the challenger, Boris And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Long Island, New York, USA, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Matt the Terror Serra.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. UFC heavyweight title on the line. This should be good. Straight right, he misses. Oh! Griffin's got the clinch game going early here tonight.
Nice takedown.
Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter. Yep, not a ton behind it, but it landed. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him, and this is with it there.
Definitely looking for that armbar. Throws the other leg over the face. Oh, look at this.
Oh, slams him to the canvas with authority, so that's one way to defend that armbar. Pick him up, lock him down. 3 minutes to go here, round one.
He's looking to take the back. And he's got his back.
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough.
He goes with the body triangle to lock him into place. Now he puts his hand on his bicep. This choke is getting tighter and tighter. He may have to tap.
Do you believe it? He slept him with the slam choke. So he fends off the armbar, slams him to the ground, and separates his opponent from consciousness. That is one of the best knockouts of the year.
Absolutely brutal power in this slam. You can see the moment he hits the ground, he is out cold. And here we can see it again. Cuts off the blood supply, and you can see the fighter go limp. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, the baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion of the world, a title that every heavyweight wants. He has it after the win by submission here tonight. He leaned on the grappling, and he got the job done in a big way.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop these contests at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke. And still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Matt Serra.
And still the baddest man on the planet, and now with another highlight for the real, the heavyweight champion submits the #1 contender here tonight.